mood of the day is number one, Ruto must go. That is non-negotiable. Anyone touting, anyone saying that Ruto deserves an extra month or an extra year so that he can get to 2027 and we are back to these shenanigans and I don't know what. You're delaying to appoint IEBC. We are done. He's not the one who is going to appoint the IEBC. He has held us hostage for the last 2 years. Suddenly he's rushing. Suddenly they are running. Suddenly they are chasing. They are chasing time. You wonder where they've been all this time. So listen, when the youth look at you straight in your face and tell you Ruto must go, and this is it, my friends. Any politician, any blogger, any journalist, any very media outlet which is not singing to your tune, which is not saying and repeating our gospel is very simple. Ruto must go. If anyone is not talking that gospel, then stop giving them attention, stop giving them your clout, stop giving them your retweets, stop consuming their garbage. It's that simple. Because I think we live in a political simulation in Kenya. Everything and everyone should not be trusted. Everyone is on the payroll of the states. All the money that is supposed to be going to doing projects, the roads, the infrastructure, the stadiums, all the social amenities that we desire, even the hospitals, for them to induce this mass stupidity, to zombify the masses, they must have bought everyone. They must have bought everyone, including the opposition. So, regarding Gashagua goes and finds his way, he worms his way into these other guys who have been in the opposition for God knows what. And then now, he's now crafting their coalition. Does that make sense? So, Gachagua has been sponsored by the government to come and infiltrate both the opposition and the Gen Zs. And many of you cannot see because you are stupid. Many of you cannot reason. Many of you are excited, highly excited by this character just because he comes there and makes a few jokes and says, Musangalire. What the fuck is that? Are we talking about Musangalire or are we talking about debt? Are we talking about taxes? That is what brought us together from June. That is what we were discussing. Not the rubbish that Gachagua has been treating you for this whole month. Gachagua is an extortionist. He's saying, oh, I had been offered 2 billion. Who would be offered 2 billion and you refuse? If you've been offered 2 billion and you refuse, why do you want to stay in that seat? How much more were you standing to gain for you to turn down 2 billion? Musangalire. And then you guys start trending it. You start making AI hats. Musangalire. Stop being stupid. We spoke about taxes. We spoke about debt. We were at an intellectual high as of June last year. How we moved from that high to now talking about regarding Gashagua's bullshit. How did we get there? How did we get there? Sangaliri. And I told you, there are these people who are raised in the rural areas. Please, be wary of them. And the rural people, please, let me tell you, ruralism is a state of mind. If you come to the city, you come to Nairobi, and you want to maintain your rural ways, you want to come and colonize, you want to come and turn Nairobi, you want to come to listen to your Inoro and Kameme bullshit in Nairobi, then it's even an act of self-sabotage. Because both the city and the rural areas and the countryside can peacefully coexist. But there is no way you can remove your rural-bred stupidity and then you bring it to Nairobi. There is no way we are on X. We are discussing things on an intellectual high of debt and taxes and allocations, budgetary allocations. We've been discussing that. And then now we move. We turn the entire Gen Z movement to be about regarding Gashagua name. Because he's one of the guys exactly 1 year from now who was taunting us, who was antagonizing us, who was keeping us in a constant state of anxiety because of his toxic, divisive, and polarizing rhetoric. Why the fuck are you giving Gashagua airtime? guy. This guy adds us no value. This guy is a spent cartridge. He has no value to us. And then he goes, he creates now. And then now the other side, that's why I tell you all of this shit is scripted. The other side, they start reacting to his taunts. They start reacting to his whatever, tribal rhetoric. They start, now he says, Murima this, Murima that. He's talking as if he's the custodian of Murima votes. First of all, me, I'm from Murima. I didn't vote for you then. I will never vote for you because you don't make sense, because you're not an intellectual, because you are a thief. I told you the coffee sector. Go and look. Please go and search on the internet. You will see a weekly review from last year saying that Rigathi Gachagua is behind the mess in coffee. He came, he stopped all the sale of coffee. He wanted the sale to pass through here because he wanted to make money. The coffee farmers right now are suffering because of Gashagua. Same as tea. He went and meddled with tea. Now there is tea stocks which have stayed for 1 year in the Mombasa auction. Tea stocks from our farmers who have not been paid. And that's the guy now you're foisting. That's the guy you're giving your clout. That's the guy you're giving your attention because you're lazy, because you're stupid, because you don't want to read, because you let everything slide, because you don't want to hold people accountable, and that's how you don't even hold yourself accountable. You don't want to hold yourself accountable, and you don't want to hold anyone else accountable, so you fly with anything. You keep on to mask your shortcoming. You continue to the next. In 2027 is a boomer agenda. The young people have a different plan. If William Ruto has already, we are talking about this week we saw city mortuary as undeclared bodies. Bodies which have not gone to be collected, and all of this pile up has been within the last 6 months, or especially after the June protests. Now, if this guy, and don't forget, there's another 120 people that he is officially known that. Don't forget that people are being abducted. So if this man has over 600 or over 700 people within 6 or 7 months, how many people is he going between now and 2027? You see, these politicians, these boomers, these Raila, Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, Okia Omtata, all of them, they have money to pay for security, to have armored vehicles. Their kids are abroad or they go to fancy schools, so they are insulated from all of these nonsensical shenanigans, political shenanigans. So them, they can wait. Can you wait to be abducted?